From the Convergence Studio in the School of Communication, this is Loyola News Chicago.
Hello and welcome to Loyola News Chicago. I'm Amanda Crohan.
And I'm Roberta Anglin. Here's the news. If Joseph Kony wasn't the most wanted war criminal in the world, he may now be, and Loyola students are helping in the effort to make him more infamous. A documentary titled Kony 2012 was released this week and has taken social media by storm. It also has Loyola students wanting to take action to create awareness of a man who has been terrorizing African families for more than 25 years. Kony is a war criminal accused of using children as his soldiers after killing their families. Loyola students want to help because they say that's what Loyola is all about.
Loyola is really big into social justice, so being a part of our school, I feel like just having awareness and just helping people understand what's going on can help.
More than 77 million times on YouTube. Loyola students joining together on April 20th to raise awareness of the campaign to stop Kony. They have organized a Facebook page with almost 900 students banding together to post flyers and make more people aware of Kony's crimes.
Some female Loyola students are learning how it feels to be a Muslim woman on campus.
I chose to wear the hijab because I really wanted to learn about a faith that's other from my own and also see what the experience and perspective of a Muslim woman just on a daily basis is.
Karis is one of about 30 students who pledged to wear the hijab from dawn till dusk on Wednesday. The Muslim Students Association hosted the event called Walking a Mile in Her Hijab for Islam Awareness Week. Non-Muslim students got a glimpse of the world through another person's eyes, with the goal being reduced to misconceptions about Islam. Participants gathered that night to learn more about the religious headscarf.
What hijab is supposed to be is not a specific piece of cloth. Hijab is supposed to be something that you use to make yourself better or more pure.
I'm wearing this hijab to remind myself of my relationship with God. God wouldn't be pleased with me if I was disrespecting people on the road or other people in humanity, even if they weren't Muslim. And so it's just a constant reminder. So this year it was
for hijab for a day, but MSA plans to have it again next spring. Charity work for some means volunteering at soup kitchens, but for two Loyola pre-med students, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro is their way to give back. The Phoenix reports that Megan Driscoll and Charlie Trinan plan to climb the Tanzanian peak in early August to raise money for international charity partners in health. The organization works to help impoverished communities and countries, including the U.S., Haiti, Mexico, and many more around the world, to provide healthcare, health education, and establishing long-term medical facilities.
Have you noticed there are more crammed cars on the CTA? A new study shows a record-breaking number of riders on CTA vehicles. Hillary Kenyon reports on how the increased strain has affected Loyola students.
More Chicagoans took the CTA last year with more than 530 million rides, the highest record in 20 years. The beloved Red Line remains the highest traveled route, and we're speaking with Loyola students who take the train between campuses.
I've definitely noticed more people riding it, especially when the weather's really bad. People definitely prefer to take the L over the bus. And I've also noticed a lot more people, now that it's gotten nice out too, it's packed.
I've noticed it's been really crowded with a bunch of Loyola students because we have 2 stops on campus, so I always ride it.
Usually coming home around rush hour around 3:30, the trains are usually really overcrowded. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, it's crowded and you have to stand, but other times, you know, you don't.
And I remember, especially on the Chicago stop, usually like I have to let trains go by just because it's so packed. And like the people coming out doesn't equal the people going in. So it's been really, really packed. And I've even seen pregnant mothers or expecting mothers, you know, having to stand up with their children. And so I would have to take the Chicago stop all the way back to Loyola or Granville, and I would have to stand the entire time basically.
CTA officials say the reason for increased ridership may be from high gas prices, improved stations, and the launch of CTA train and bus trackers. Hillary Kenyon, Loyola.
The Blue Line had the most increase in riders, with 8% more, and the Brown Line had almost as many, with a 7% increase. Loyola students now have a chance to name 3 rooms of the new Student Center. The new building will be a replacement for the CFSU. Construction is already underway at Loyola's Lakeshore campus. According to the Phoenix, students will have the opportunity to name a Loyola apparel shop, a sports lounge, and a lounge and Hala Sports Center. Students can vote on the names via email from April 9th to the 16th. 3 $500 gift packages will be awarded, including airline miles or credit at the Loyola bookstore. The winners will be announced April 21st at the Weekend of Excellence ceremonies.
There's a place in culturally diverse Rogers Park where people across the city come together to express their artistic talents. Heartland Cafe is the one of In One Ear open mic on Wednesday nights. Starting at 9, anyone can sign up at the door to sing, play an instrument, read poetry, or perform a variety of acts for the audience. Now in its 25th year, host Pete Wolf is aware that the atmosphere of the open mic is unique.
We're probably one of the friendliest open mics, and we're not here to judge you. We let you pretty much do what you're going to do. You can go up there, you want to rant and talk about something that happened to you in class, go for it. You want to talk about your ex-girlfriend, I don't care. Your ex-boyfriend, I don't care. Both, I don't care. Go up there and say it, but know that you're in a place where no one's going to judge you about it.
This year, the average attendance is 28 people a night, and the cover charge is $3. Loyola's radio station WLUW 88.7 broadcasts a show from the cafe, but Wolf says he hopes to see a larger Loyola presence with more students performing in the future. Famous feature acts such as American Idol contestant Crystal Bowersox have graced the Heartland Cafe open mic stage. Lollapalooza's run in Grant Park extends until 2021, but the music festival tax breaks won't. The deal removes Lollapalooza's exemption from paying the city and county amusement taxes and state liquor taxes. This also means Lollapalooza's organizer, Texas-based C3 Presents, will pay a minimum of $4 million in local taxes this year and will increase to about $5.5 million in taxes by 2021.
Is 14 years too much punishment for the crime? We'll hear what a Loyola professor has to say when we get back.
And that honors the students' time in Rome.
Do you like this top? So gay.
Really?
Yeah, it's totally gay.
You really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, "Oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top"?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Oh, this isn't good. I was a gift from him to her. I'm going to the animal shelter, which isn't necessarily bad. I just hate the stigma associated with shelter pets. People will think I bite or that I spray everywhere. They're the ones with problems. I'm totally fine. Adopt me, you'll see. I'm gonna go pack.
Rod Blagojevich is now serving time in prison. The former Illinois governor went to the prison in Littleton, Colorado to begin his 14-year sentence. Loyola criminal justice professor Jonah Goldschmidt says he is not surprised at the length of the sentence.
It's very common for judges to come down hard on defendants who probably should have pled guilty. This defendant just wasted everybody's time.
Goldschmidt also says white-collar prisoners do not have any advantages in getting out early. Blagojevich could be released a little earlier for good behavior, but he will have to serve at least 12 years of his sentence. The Illinois Republican presidential primary is now relevant to the fighting campaigns for the first time in 24 years. The March 20th election is crucial for the candidates after muddled results from 10 states on Super Tuesday. Illinois was a player in the Republican primary in 1988 when the state supported George H.W. Bush over Democrat Michael Dukakis. The polls are open on Tuesday from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. all over the city. Loyola's Fordham Hall on the Lakeshore campus is the only polling place on either campus this year. But if you live off campus, you can find more information about your polling place at chicagoelections.com.
Many Chicagoans have been soaking up the sun with some recent record-breaking weather. Signs of a warm spring took everyone by surprise as the Tribune reports Chicago experienced its third earliest 80-degree weather since 1871. Although these temperatures are expected to drop, overall Chicago has some pleasant days in its future. Although St. Patrick's Day revelers will get to experience the warmest weather ever for the Irish holiday. The Chicago River is turning green. St. Patrick's Day festivities kicked off last week with the Southside Irish Parade, and the downtown parade is this Saturday. Lots of local restaurants are offering specials for the green-themed holiday. We asked Loyola students what they've got planned for what's considered one of Chicago's biggest celebrations of the year.
I plan to do nothing, see the parade. I'm not originally from Chicago, but I've never seen the parade, so I want to see the river dyed. I really just enjoy the weather. I think it's supposed to be really nice.
I'm gonna get a green shirt. I don't know any other than that what it's gonna be, and then I'm gonna get beads and necklaces and maybe dye my hair green.
I'm Irish, so I love St. Patrick's Day because of my heritage, but also green is my favorite color, so when the river turns green, I'm gonna go crazy.
I actually have family in town, so I'll probably hang out with the family during the day and do some visiting, and then we're having a Sigma Chi party on Saturday night that I'm going to.
Over the past 3 weeks, we featured Loyola's award-winning entries from this year's BEA Festival of Arts. Today we feature the work of Jake Brusha. He's a Loyola senior and won first place for his music video. He created this for his band, Point Place, while studying abroad at Loyola's John Felice Rome Center. Again, that was Jack Brusha's nationally recognized music video. He says he has received an amazing response from the JFRC staff and alumni. You can see his entire music video at the School of Communication website.
Free your mind and express your soul just 2 blocks from Loyola's Water Tower campus. Chicago's Poetry Foundation is on a mission to bring new audiences to poetry. The foundation houses 30,000 non-circulating volumes. It's also home to Poetry Magazine, the oldest magazine covering poetic verse. Each year, the magazine's editors get around 90,000 submissions from the public. Only 300 of those poems get published. The foundation also holds special events and poetry readings.
The first time someone comes to a poetry reading and they understand what an incredible experience it is and really experience it for themselves, they'll want to come back again and again. So it's a space where students can try something new and then come back and become fans of poetry.
This year marks Poetry Magazine's centennial since Harriet Monroe's first publication in 1912. The foundation will hold special events open to the public to the end of the year. Some Civil War enthusiasts and bobblehead collectors are upset today. The Chicago Tribune reports that the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library has pulled a bobblehead featuring the 16th president's assassin, John Wilkes Booth. The move comes after a museum at Gettysburg National Park stopped selling the bobblehead, which debuted in earlier this month. The toy sold for $24.99. Well, I'm glad that I still have my Sister Jean bobblehead.
Oh, me too. I know it always makes my day. That's our news for today. Thanks for watching.
You can also find us on YouTube or at ignatian.luc.edu. Have a great day, everyone.